Hey, so I was trying to make some workshop modes, and I was trying to put status effects on certain types of damage, and I couldn't figure it out. I was having trouble with it. And I couldn't find any videos, so I decided I would make a video on how to put status effects on any type of damage in Overwatch Workshop. So, what you're going to want to do is go to your workshop, and the most common mistake any person makes while trying to put status effects on anybody is they put it on ongoing, global, or ongoing each player. And I had this going on for like 25 minutes and I couldn't figure it out. So what you want to do is put it on player dealt damage, or if you want the person that took damage to get the status effects, put it on player took damage, but I'm going to put it on dealt damage for now. Team 1, or Team 2, depending on which team you are. If you want everybody to have it, just keep it on all. Team 1. And if you want a certain player to have it, just assign the correct slot here. Slot 0 is actually the first slot. I don't know why they assigned it like this. But for now, I'm going to put Team 1, slot 0. You're going to want to keep the conditions blank unless you want to do it for a certain attack. I'll go over that later. But you want to come down to your actions, set status, and then you want to choose your status: hacked, burning, knockdown, like a Reinhardt ult. For now, I'm going to do frozen. Duration, this is in seconds. At first I thought this was in minutes. It's not, it's in seconds. So what you're going to want to do, I'm going to put this at 5 seconds. The duration, you can make it a bunch of random stuff, but I suggest you just keep it at a number. And then what you want to do is, another big mistake is people keep this as an event player. You want to put it as victim if you're dealing damage, and if you're taking damage, you do want to keep it at event player. And bam, then you have frozen. So I'll just add a bot. Go into a game and show you this. As you can see, when I attack the bot, it becomes frozen for the set amount of time. It goes back to normal. And you can do this for any status effect for any amount of time. So if you want somebody to be on fire infinitely, you can do that as well. So let's assume for a second you want it to be where if you take damage, say you hit something or you get attacked, you want to get a status effect. What you want to go to is, instead of dealt damage, you want to put player took damage. You can assign the slot again if you want to. And then you come here, and instead of victim, you would set it to event player. Now, when I go back into the game, you'll see whenever I take damage, I will become frozen for 5 seconds. As you see, I already got attacked here, but whenever I get attacked, the timer resets, so I'm not unfreezing. And as you see, this is a Zenyatta, not a Mei. So that's how you make it to where whenever you take damage, you get frozen or stunned or fire damage, whatever you want to set that status to. You can even do hacked, whatever you want. As you can see again, I'll get attacked and I get frozen. If you want to make it to where you only freeze people when you're using a certain ability or a certain type of damage, or if you want to take damage only when you're doing a certain thing, you come down to your conditions. So I'm going to do, if you deal damage with a fire strike, as Ryan, they catch on fire. So you would come down to your conditions. Is ability is using, and ability 2 would be his fire strike. Is ability 2 being used? The event player is true. Then you want to set status to the victim as burning. And I'm gonna do it for 6 seconds. So now if we come back, add an AI to the other team.
Traveling to the right.
And when I get over here as Reinhardt, go to the first objective. And use the fire strike on the Zenyatta. They will catch on fire. But if I hit them with the hammer, they do not. So that is how you assign a certain ability. And you can assign that to primary fire, secondary fire, or either of the abilities. Lastly, if you want to make it where you only get the status effect during a certain time when damaged, you will do player took damage, the slot you want to, or all, is crouching, event player equals true. I'm going to do crouching. You can do any of the conditions in here. Is game in progress, is in air, is in line of sight, moving, is on fire, any of these. Set that to true. Create condition. Set status. I'm gonna do asleep for 3 seconds. Event player, since it's taking damage. And if I restart the game, and if we run over here, whenever I'm standing and he attacks me, there should be no status effect. But whenever I crouch, it puts me to sleep. And that is how you do different status effects for different conditions in different modes in Overwatch Workshop.